One thing is for sure though, PvP in this game, way slower pace than when you're just Ferrari. What the fuck? Earlier tonight, 343 officially added PvP into the Halo Infinite technical test with the Arena Slayer playlist, and I think it's about time we go check it out. Alright, here we go. PvP match on Livefire. So I did play a handful of games before turning on OBS here to record, so I can kind of give you guys my thoughts on the PvP so far. I think, and granted, you know, I want to put more time into it, which might be hard since the flight ends tonight, but I am not sure how I feel about the combination of radar and sprint. And so what I mean by this is currently the way radar works is you only show up on radar if you're sprinting. You can see in the corner right now there's no triangle. Right now there is a triangle. So when you're sprinting, you show up. When you're not sprinting, you don't. The way that this has been working in all the games that I've played so far tonight is it completely slows the game to a crawl where no one is really sprinting unless it's really like, you really have to have a purpose what you're doing when you're trying to, oh fuck, there's like a, oh my lord. Wait, did he die? Okay, yeah. But yeah, you really have to like have a purpose for your sprint. Since it's not really all that fast anyways, you almost kind of just use it to try and get out of sticky situations or maybe do a slide or something like that. But I don't find myself using it very often. And I don't know if that's the intended goal of like the combination of the way the radar is working with the sprint in this game, where it's not all that fast. So before, it was really kind of just a tool. Oh my god, he stuck my teammate and it killed me. It was kind of just a tool to get into cool slides and stuff, but it did give you a little speed boost. And it didn't take that long to pull your weapon out, so you weren't too de-incentivized from using it, especially when we were playing against bots and you could just W key or hold up on your thumbstick the whole game and just sprint at people. But now that we're playing, oh my god, this guy is just bouncing it off the wall. But now that we're playing against real people, you actually have to think a little bit more about your movement and whether or not it's worth it to use sprint, because if you do use it, you are going to show up on the enemy radar and kind of give that information away. Maybe I need to play with it more, but yeah, currently I think it's kind of maybe having that combination is kind of having a detrimental effect, but maybe that's the effect that 343 intended, where maybe they wanted your use of slide to be very deliberate as opposed to just sprinting around all the time. So if that was the goal, I think it does work for that. And maybe the gameplay and stuff, the meta will evolve as people play more, but I feel like people right now aren't sprinting a ton unless you know you're nowhere near the battle or you're trying to get into a slide or get away in a sticky situation or something like that. Other than that, that's probably my main gripe with PvP so far. I've really been enjoying it. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to compete, and by compete I don't mean like at a pro level, but whether or not I'm going to be able to play at a competent level on mouse and keyboard, that's kind of up in the air. You know, we do need to get the build that has proper optimization so we can play it at higher frame rate and kind of just have some more time with it. But right now I do feel like I'm losing a lot of gun battles to people that might be on controllers, or it might just be other mouse and keyboard players that are better than me. But I don't know if I'll personally be able to play this game on mouse and keyboard. I'm not saying mouse and keyboard's not viable, but maybe just me personally. Despite those two things though, I've been having a blast playing PvP. It's so nice to finally be playing Halo Infinite PvP after all this time. The commando seems really strong as I die, but I definitely foresee a lot of people being absolutely melted by the commando in the future. Let's see if I can noob combo someone. I was doing it against the bots a ton, but obviously real people are a bit more competent than the bots. Oh my gosh. It is weird seeing people actually use the ping system, because no one was using it when we were just playing against bots. But I do actually see people pinging stuff now, which is kind of cool to see, because I'm still not hearing many callouts, which is kind of to be expected. You know, it's a technical test. We're not playing ranked. I'm not calling out at all, but it is cool to see those occasional pings. I kind of like that. It's like a little bit of information that you get from your teammates. Oh my god, I got a nade kill there. Another thing that I am a little bit kind of not sure about is the way that zooming or scoping or smart scoping, whatever the heck they call it in this game, works right now. Whereas if you're using something like the Sidekick or the AR and it's one of these smart scopes, there is no D-scope. But if you're using like the BR or anything that has like a more traditional scope, then there is D-scope. And I almost think that it should be one or the other. Either everything should have D-scope, which is probably what I'm a fan of, or nothing should have D-scope, just so it's all more consistent. I know I saw some people saying like that it should stay the way it is because, you know, these aren't using real scopes and it's using the smart link or whatever they call it, and those other guns are using real scopes, but I just feel like it feels kind of weird and inconsistent, but maybe that's just a me thing. I will say another thing, but that's different between like the bot gameplay and playing against actual people, is I feel like you do end up in the choke points of the maps a lot more, as opposed to like when you're just playing against bots and everyone's just sprinting around wherever they want. And I kind of like that a lot. It makes you actually like probably play the maps more like they actually should be played, as opposed to just taking battles absolutely everywhere. So I'm interested to see kind of how the meta on the different maps evolves, and like what are the power positions to hold. Oops, naded myself, and everything like that. No, no. Oh my god, I got him. I can't believe I killed that guy. Oh, I'm getting pushed. Yeah, dude, with the team play. There we go. Look at that. Got a dub. We won by 4. I was actually a lot closer than I realized. All right, so we went 17 and 10. Not too bad. It's hard to know what the skill level of the people I'm playing against are, but I'm pretty happy with that on mouse and keyboard, especially as I try and get used to it in this game. Oh, sweet. We got Bazaar for the second game. This is probably, I think this is my favorite map so far. I'm really excited to see how Bazaar plays out for objective game modes and not just Slayer 2. I feel like this map might be designed for some of the objective game modes. Obviously, I'm not sure, but I could see a Strongholds being really fun on here. I could see a CTF being really fun on here, so I'll be interested to play this one more, maybe in the next test or whenever. But even despite saying that, it is still a really fun Slayer map. I really enjoy, probably it just might be the grapple shot, but I really enjoy the maps that have the grapple shot on it. And I'm not sure what to do because I've never spawned on this side before. Shit. Or we're just gonna go for it. Fuck it. Oh, it's active camo. It's not even fucking, not even overshield. YOLOing for active camo probably is not the play. Oh my gosh. I will say, obviously, I could have paid attention in the starting screen to know what the spawns were, but I do hope eventually, like once the game's out, that we just have set spawns, because the dynamic spawns are cool for testing. And I think someone in the comments for a video was I thought he was dead. Oh my gosh, everything's going wrong. I wanted the rockets. I picked up the... Oh my gosh. Do you show up on radar when you're shooting? Okay, yeah. So it's shooting and sprinting. So it's almost more like... Not necessarily a Call of Duty radar, because Call of Duty doesn't throw you on the radar for sprinting. But it's more similar... Oh, Jesus Christ. I just ate that. But it is more similar to a COD radar, since now if you shoot, you're on the radar. But you're not on everyone's radar. You're only on the radar of people that are like within range of you. Yeah, I just don't know how I feel about the way the radar is right now. Oh, I hit him with a nade. One thing is for sure. Oh my god. I got him. I was gonna be so sad if he got away. No. No. What the fuck? Where was he? I couldn't even see him. I think I'm blind. One thing is for sure though. PvP in this game, way slower pace than when you're just Ferrari. What the fuck? All right. I think that was a bug. But yeah, it definitely slows the gameplay and the pace of the games down a bit when you're not just playing against bots. But I think that's a good thing. I enjoyed playing the bots for what it is, but you definitely were just like full sprinting and no one held anything or anything like that. So this is more your traditional Halo gameplay for sure. Is there a guy over here? Oh, double? Ooh, let's go. I like the AIs, but I can't. Here, let me see if I can bait this guy in. You can use the radar kind of like as a bait tactic, which is it actually kind of adds a cool layer of gameplay that I wasn't even thinking about. So I don't know, because you can purposely choose to show up. Like, I know this guy's above me. I have a shotgun. Like, do I want to sneak up on him, or do I want him to know I'm coming? You know, that actually it adds a little bit different layer of gameplay. But I still think it makes it awkward with the sprint. I don't know. It's too bad the flight ends like tonight, because I would love to playtest this way more. I'm sure though that we're gonna get more flights or maybe even a proper beta before the game's out. We'll see. I don't think there's any world. Well, they even said we're gonna get more, but I don't think there's any world where we go from this directly to the launch of the game, because that would be a huge gap. Although I do wonder, like, when are we gonna get a release date for this game? Like, it's supposed to come out this holiday season. We're not that far from holiday season, you know? Like, at some point, I feel like they gotta put a date out. Nice teamwork. I feel like mouse and keyboard players with cracked aim are gonna be able to just really control games with the hip fire of the commando. Because, like, I don't have that aim. I'm just not that good. I'm thinking about changing the outlines. What you guys have to let me know in the comments what color outlines you use. Oh, did that nade hit him? I don't think it did. Oh my god, we're down by 1. I'm choking it up right now. My teammate's trying his hardest. It's a fucking... I think we've lost multiple teammates this game. Ah. Oh, he had rockets. It took me way too long to finish that guy off. That's what I mean, though, about the commando. Like, if you're good with the commando, I feel like you're just going to be able to melt people. Ooh, got him. No! Oh my gosh, that's devastating. So we did end up losing that one. I actually went even, which isn't very good, but yeah, we were playing. That was a weird game. It looks like a ton of people dropped in and out, so it was a weird one, but we lost by 3. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to catch me live, follow me over on Twitch. I stream usually Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. You can also follow me on Twitter or Instagram. And with that said, I'll see you all next time.